Before we get into the news, the stuff not quite covered in the main rags. Basildon Council workers to be given days off to work as police officers, so blurring the lines between council and police even further, because at the moment, I'm sure your council's the same, and police, the council and police have a strategic partnership, which means of course if the council do something naughty, the police won't do anything about it, and if the police do anything naughty, the council won't mention it. So that's what the strategic partnership between council and police means. It needs to be destroyed. This partnership bullshit is just another way of bringing in the New World Order. Particularly in Nottingham, where the council is run by a bunch of corrupt men and women. The police, the chief constable is a former chief constable from Wales and a known paedophile protector. So you know, no great change there, and they're all working together. So time to end it or face the consequences. Now, talking about councils, final Facebook post of dad who killed himself when missed council tax payment spiralled to 72,000 debt. A selfless dad, too ashamed to admit he had debts of more than 70,000, wrote a tragic final Facebook post before his body was found hours later by bailiffs. Nigel Hurst, who survived kidney cancer despite being given 12 months to live 15 years ago, tragically took his own life after one missed council tax bill grew to £1,500 and then spiralled out of control. This is how the councils do it. They don't want you owning private property, and it's all right thinking I've got a big house, blah blah blah. They will go after it. He wrote a suicide note to his children hours before bailiffs were due to evict him and repossess his house. Except it's not a repossession because they never possessed it in the first place. It's theft. We're removing you by force and violence because who are you going to call? The police? Who do you think they're going to back up? Yeah, the bailiffs. Which he had been living in without heating or waste as he could not afford it. And he posted on Facebook, "Good night, sweet world." Daughter Jessica Hurst had been scrolling through her feed during a break from opera rehearsal when she saw the message from Father Nigel and paused. So, the council caused yet another death, and over money, because the council don't give a shit about you or me or anything. I've seen them where they were hassling the guy that was running a pub, and it was something like £400 a week council tax. They do frig all for that, but £400 a week council tax. And when he says, "Well, I simply can't afford it, I'll have to close the pub," they go, "We don't care." He says, "But you'll lose the money I'm giving you," because he was giving them like £200 a week back then. He says, "We don't care." So it's not about the money, it's about keeping you under control and keeping you a good compliant slave, or having you top yourself because you can't deal with the criminals in councils. Edward Snowden. Global warming is an invention of the CIA. Moscow. National Security Agency whistleblower Edward Snowden has made a new controversial claim yesterday during an interview, saying that he poses some classified information proving that the CIA is behind the theory of global warming. Well, that's not new to me, and I'm sure it's not new to you lot, because we all know that global warming is made up, and that's why they had to change it from global warming to climate change, so that whether it gets hot or cold, it doesn't matter, it's your fault. It's fake. They're trying to scam us. They're pulling multiple scams at once. Some are falling for it. I know that you lot on it that watch my stuff won't be, because you question everything. Someone that doesn't question everything is, of course, the scum. NHS worker infected. Hospital blunder gave me monkeypox. Staff staff's gloves useless. Fears husband has virus. So there's no actual evidence of that. This is just fear tactics. Keep them in fear. Keep them scared and they'll do as they're told. More fear, that's all that's about there. Because as it says, fears husband has virus. Not has virus. And if it's a virus, well, I'll tell you what then. Get some colloidal silver down here, because that kills all viruses. There are many other things that kill viruses, so this ain't no big deal. But yeah, they want you in fear. They'll do whatever they like. Holly Axe's beauty range. Thought she'd only just set that up about a week ago. Actually, my late dad is with me. Express. The deal is on. Trump gives May Brexit trade boost. Revealed the happiest town in Britain. Suzanne Reid, why I lost a stone in just 8 weeks. Because you wanted to lose weight. And then propaganda time. Unmasked, Putin's hitman, Salisbury poisoner is top spy honoured by Russian president. Right, so he was in the military. I'm fairly sure that Russia has a similar tactic, the thing where you have to do some time, serve some time in the military. So he will have been in the military. That's a given. Whether he's a colonel or not, well, it just goes to show. We just don't know. But of course, we're expected to believe it because it's in the "We Never Tell the Truth" papers. The Times. May losing cabinet support for no-deal Brexit if EU talks fail. There is no Brexit. BA put safety rules ahead of dying girl, inquest told. Then they need shutting down. That's corporate manslaughter. The CEO needs to face charges, corporate manslaughter. But of course he won't, because he's one of them, and if anyone faces any punishment, it'll be somewhere lower down the line, a fall guy. Salisbury spy hitman, is a spy and a hitman, is a decorated colonel. Suspect honoured by President Putin after long career as intelligence officer. And Mirror. Corbyn, we are ready to rule. We don't want any more rulers. We're capable of ruling ourselves. We'll simply follow 2 rules. Cause no harm, cause no loss. We'll follow them 2 rules. We don't need big brother government dictatorship telling us what we can and can't do, what we can and can't eat, what we can and can't grow. We're capable of making that choices ourselves, and we will. Who will be at Monster Hit? The new Doctor, blah blah blah. Salisbury spy, sensation. Putin gave Novichok hitman a medal. Innocent tourist unmasked as colonel in Russian military secret service. Right. Just looking at the incident from the word go, it was a joke, it was laughable, and even to this day, it's still, yes, if you feel you've come in contact with them, get some wet wipes and wipe your hands and you'll be fine. Oh, but it's killed somebody. Yeah, wet wipes. Wet wipes has super strength anti-nerve agent conditioner in it. That's how ridiculous this is. The Guardian. Inside Trump's crazy what ass. Let's have a go at Trump again. Salisbury suspect is decorated Russian spy. Yeah. Get a good Brexit deal or face Labour veto, Corbyn tells May. Is Aldershot really Britain's happiest place? No, there's no we're happy in Britain because we're run by a bunch of satanic criminals. The Star. Football, Coronation Street, Rianne's Honey Swoon, don't know who that is. Daily Star wins Salad Cream Wars. Yes, we're getting to keep more poison on your shelves. Aspartame. Daily Fail. Revealed the real reason women are having affairs. Okay. Unmasked. Putin's lies are laid bare after Novichok poisoner is exposed as decorated colonel in Russia's feared military intelligence. Well, all the papers are pretty much pushing the same line. That's how you know it's the Zionist attack again. Metro. Corbyn's ready for left turn into number 10. How teenagers are giving up on boozing. Trump Supreme Court pick accused of gang rape. Novichok hitman, a Putin war hero. Russian who said he was tourist unmasked spy colonel. Well, yeah, but you know they can resign eventually and just go about their lives as normal men and women. But anyway, the whole Novichok thing, so fake from the word go, not even worth talking about, but it will be, of course. Aye. Alzheimer's mobile phone app to check for dementia. Oh, by the way, the keeping the phone next to your head will also cause it, but you know, you've got to find out if you've got it. Jodie Whittaker's thrilling Doctor Who. Prescribed soup to beat obesity, GPs urged. Top toys for Christmas. When it comes to our language, the eyes have it. Corbyn, I'm ready for power. You're not capable of wielding such power. Labour leader asks public to make him Prime Minister as he sets out radical agenda for government. Not for you or me, for government. Divided party is told to close ranks and drive the Tories from office. Corbyn challenges May to deliver soft Brexit or make way for party that can. Conservatives say working families would pay the price with higher taxes, as opposed to basically dying, which is what they're doing under the Conservatives. But either way, Labour, Conservative, Lib Dem, it doesn't matter. They all follow the same agenda once they're in. They do screw all, apart from screwers, and then just carry on with the same agenda, driving towards a dictatorship. Anything but independent. Corbyn finally looks like he could be PM. There's not an easy fix for depression. Yeah, there's cannabis oil, but the sativa as opposed to the indica. Remove Cosby's Hollywood star. The Ryder Cup gets back to its roots. Revealed Skripal assassin's real identity. A photo of GRU Colonel Anatoly Shepiga left thought to be one of Salisbury's suspects. Well, at least it says a suspect and not that. That he's the guy, and he's you know, it happened because they know it didn't. Rape prosecutions dropped by 25% in 1 year. Police blame cause for caches of phone data after evidence scandal. No, that's because they're not investigating it anymore. Especially if it's a foreign rapist. Oh no, that can't possibly have happened. You must have just tripped over and he must have just fallen onto you and his dick slipped up you. Yeah, right. Telegraph. Novichok hitman is Russian colonel decorated by Putin. Would-be Skripal assassin unmasked as Special Forces veteran of Moscow's wars in Chechnya and Ukraine. But a minute ago he was a hitman, but now he's just soldier. So which one is it? I mean, they don't know, they're just making shit up as they go along. Wow, who'd have thought the papers would have done such a thing like that? To the left, Haig and Jolie call for new war crimes body. Yes, the Illuminati, Angelina Jolie is spouting off a load of shite again, following her controller's guidance. Phonics push Britain up global league table. May hits back at Archbishop's criticism. Goldman offers savers boost. Financial Times. Advisor turned chief. Oracle's new role signals Santander's deal making plans. In fact, I was in Santander yesterday, and it was the one on Columbus Street towards Vic Centre anyway. It was shut, so we had to go for a little bit further up. And if you go to the actual counter behind them, on the screen there, it's got how Santander fares as compared to other banks, and it's the bottom in every one, and they've got that in their own shop. So you know, Food Unchained, takeaway delivery apps are cooking up a storm. What's in a name? Naming your child is a path fraught with difficulties. Oh, can't even do that now, can we? The Pessimist, a satirical look at a post-crisis financial world. Disney Fox stakes sale to Comcast ends Murdoch's 30-year tie to Sky. Drawn out takeover clears final bundle. 39% holding gives US cable group full control. Fed raises rates and shrugs off trade tension in bullish economic outlook. Dansk whistleblower was Britain in Estonian branch. Well, more of the same. Nothing you can believe. All a pack of lies and misdirection and smoke and mirrors and all that. So don't pay any attention to that. Go and read that. Go and play yesterday's one where I was talking about the CIA release document where it explains how to manifest things, and start doing that, and together we'll change the world. Dennis Healy. World events do not occur by accident. They are made to happen, whether it is to do with national issues or commerce, and most of them are staged and managed by those who hold the purse strings.